Fashion in the early 1940s starts out subdued and then blossoms after the war. Early fashion was often inspired by menswear and uniforms. That made for some great details. After Dior's new look was introduced in 1947, silhouettes relaxed and became fuller and softer. It's a great period with many interesting touches that can make any outfit special. Let's take a look at some trends from the period. During the early 1940s, World War II and rationing had a direct effect on fashion. The shirtwaist dress was seen everywhere. It had an A-line skirt, with or without a collar, and usually incorporated padded shoulders and slim skirts. These dresses often buttoned up the front and were easy to sew. Let's start with Vogue 9771, which really shows off this simple style. This version has a square neckline and rickrack trim. These two simplicity patterns from 1940 offer two different takes on the style. Simplicity 3404 is a dressier version with gathered front panels and puff sleeves. This advanced pattern from 1947 has a front buttoned version and a wrap dress version. Clothing was often inspired by uniforms. This wonderful pantsuit from 1942 has darted shoulders and a nautical feel. The sleeves are shaped by darts and the pattern includes custom shoulder pads. This was a common addition for patterns for the period. These two Hollywood patterns from the early 40s give a nod to the military styling with a jumper look and strong shoulders. Here's a mail order pattern with a jumper and a jacket. The button closure on the jumper gives it a unique touch. The tailored suit pattern was very popular in the 40s. It was inspired by menswear and often featured strong shoulders, a nipped waist, and straight skirts. This advanced suit pattern from 1945 features a great button detail and an option for a contrast front panel. This great Hollywood suit pattern is a timeless classic. And this McCall suit pattern has two sleeve options and cute bow details. And let's not forget ruffles. They were making a comeback in the late 40s. This dress from 1947 was designed by the Bureau of Human Nutrition and Home Economics. It has adjustable side straps and large ruffled sleeves. I just had to include this negligee from 1945. That ruffled yoke is over the top. Another detail that you often see in 40s clothing is the use of pleats and tucks as decoration. These two lovely dresses use pleats and tucks to highlight the bust and hip area, but in two very different ways. I love how the same technique can create very different looks. This 1949 dress uses tucks with a completely different silhouette. Let's explore that next. Dior's new look was introduced in 1947, and it began to influence sewing patterns right away. You begin to see designs with wasp waists and full skirts emerging. This evening gown from 1947 has a much fuller silhouette with ruched trim. You can see that the shoulders are softer as well. This shirt dress from 1949 also reflects the new silhouette. This dress from 1949 is one of my favorites. The full skirt and shaped neckline reflect the new style lines, but there is still a nod to earlier times with the shoulder cuffs. This is one of my favorite dresses. As you can see, 1940s patterns have a lot to offer. Most will be unprinted, but printed patterns were starting to emerge during this time, so you might luck out. I really haven't made enough 40s patterns and need to add some more to my wardrobe. Next week, we'll look at the 50s. This is one of my favorite periods and the one I have the most patterns from. We'll look at the styles from the beginning of the decade through to the later years. I put out videos every Tuesday, so make sure to subscribe to be notified when the next post comes out. Let me know if you have questions about working with vintage patterns below, and be sure to like if you found this helpful. Thank you.